Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be teaching us how to cut the upper part of this dress. Yeah, so I have a slight sore throat, so I'll try to be as audible as possible. Okay, so I learned how to cut the upper part of this dress. Now this is my basic bodice pattern. This is my basic bodice pattern here. So if you don't know how to draft a basic bodice as usual, I will drop the link in the description box. We have a video on our website and we also have a video here on YouTube, so you can watch any of them. Okay, so this is my basic bodice pattern here, right? So the first thing I'm going to do now is to cut out the waist dart and the bust dart. I need to close the bust dart, so I'll just cut out the excess on my pattern paper. Then I'll close my bust dart with my masking tape, and I also need to open up my waist dart. If I don't open up the waist dart, I won't be able to close the bust dart. Okay, so I'll just close it like so and use my masking tape. So if you look at the design critically, there's there are two different designs in one, in the single top. Okay, so I'm just trying to blend up my side seams here. So we'll start with the upper part, the upper design on the bodice. So it depends. You don't have to follow everything I'm doing here dogmatically. You can adjust the design of the pattern. Just get the main idea. So from my shoulder line now, I will come down by, it depends, probably 3 or 4 inches. That is from this side of my pattern here. So I can do as low as 2, you can do 3 inches. Okay, don't also forget that it's a shoulder slant, so put that into consideration. So this 3 inches is okay. Then I will come somewhere below my chest line. Okay, probably 1 or 2 inches below my chest line. That's after the armhole. Okay, then I'll just link this together. Now I'll first of all use my pencil to do this in case of any correction, but I know we might not see it, so I'll just use my marker to highlight what I've used my pencil to draw, so that we can see it. So I'll use my curve, but I don't think any of these curves will work for me, so I'll just get my French curve. I'll get my French curve, and then I think that will work better. We have different types of curves, so you need to work with one that will blend or do what you want perfectly. So I'll just use my French curve. I'm drawing out the design of the upper yoke now, or I don't know what to call it. Okay, but there's an upper section of the body's design. So I'm just tracing out with, sorry, I'm drawing out the star line with my marker. Okay, so if you look closely, this is how the upper part of the body, this is how it looks like. So now I don't want to destroy my pattern. I'll place another pattern paper on that, then I'll use a tracing wheel to trace this out. Okay, so here, so I'll use my tracing wheel now to trace this. That's the design of the upper part of the bodice. So that's why a tracing wheel is very, very important. All these sewing tools are very, very important. Now I'm going to trim out my excess, so just watch the way I'm trimming. Now I'm trimming out, this is the normal neckline. Now for the neckline, you can do 3 by 3 inches for neck width and neck depth. Okay, so I'm just trimming out like so. Okay, so don't forget I've already traced out the curve itself, so I'll just use my marker to make it more visible, right? So I'm just trimming, and I'll take off my pins. Now I'm sure we can't see the dotted lines, but I'll just cut along the part that I traced. Okay, good. So for the upper part of this body, the first part is ready. Okay, so this is it here. Now for the second part, there's a plunge neckline, and then for that design the neckline is as deep as the under bust. So I don't know how many people want their own neckline to be as deep as that. Okay, but for this my own pattern, I would like to stop probably somewhere around the bust point. Okay, though I'm not going to be making this for myself. Okay, but I'm just explaining. Okay, so on this part of the pattern I've already marked about 6 inches. Okay, then for the neck depth, like I said, I'll just use my bust point. Though hers was like under bust. Okay, so I'll use my curved ruler to link these to the shoulder tip there. Then I'll use my ruler to complete it like so, and then I'll just blend up. Then of course I'll use the other side of my curved ruler to link it to the other points. I came down by I think 6 or 7 inches from the shoulder line. Can you see that? Okay, so we don't need this part again, right? So I can now trim this out, but before I do that, let me just blend so that I have a perfect curve, right? So I'll just cut out like so. Okay, so I've already cut it out, so this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so one more thing for this part that is not attached to the shoulder, you want to blend it slightly so that you don't have what is called gaping. You don't have what is called gaping. So I'm just marking 3/4 of an inch on both sides. Then I'll just draw it out like so, and then I will cut that part out. This way it has a firm grip on my body or on the person's weight. Okay, you don't have excess, since this part of the pattern is not attached to the shoulder. Okay, so yeah, my patterns are ready. So you want to just label. Okay, so let me just trim this out. So this is how it's going to look like. Let me just close my darts properly there. Okay, so this is going to look like here. So this is the lower part of the design. Okay, and of course the first part that we traced out is going to be on top like this. Can you see that? It's a very simple design. It's just for you to have the ability to be able to manipulate, the bodies, any kind of design you want to. So I hope you were able to learn something from this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment and reactions, and most importantly, do not forget to share these videos with your friends and on your social media platforms. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.